Hello, this is Angela.
Okay, do you want me to move the ladder?
Yes, go ahead. Don't mind the noise in the background. This is Angela with Parkrose Permaculture. I am in the side yard of my garden here in Portland, Oregon, and I wanted to give you an update on our rain barrel setup. I had hoped to do this a while ago, and we have been delayed for a number of reasons. One of the big ones being that we actually had to replace the gutters on this side of the house before we could install the rain barrel system. But we are in the process of getting it completed today, and I wanted to share a little bit of that with you. My husband Casey is doing most of the work for the tail end of this project, and I'm very grateful for that because it's allowed me to do other things. Like I've been working all morning on my book and making progress on that. Let me turn the camera around and we'll show you what we're doing. Quickly here, I want to say I didn't get any footage of us creating the foundation for these rain barrels, but we ended up using sand that we purchased at the hardware store and the urbanite blocks that used to be part of our driveway, and this was a few-hour project to level and tamp and get the blocks in, and then we were ready to start with the rest of the rain barrel project. Okay, so you are working on adding the converter here to attach the gutters to the rain barrel. Could you tell us a little bit about what you're doing?
Yes, I have to cut out a piece of our pipe above the level of the rain barrels.
Okay.
I have to cut out about 6 inches of it, exactly 6 inches according to the directions. So I'm making a mark where the bottom will be.
Okay.
Then I'm going to have to take the straight length down.
Okay.
And measure off 6 inches above there, and I'll cut it over on my saw.
Okay. And then you'll be able to add the converter kit.
Yes, because then there's an insert that goes above and below where that cut was, and they slide together, and there's a hose that runs off of that to attach to your rain barrels.
Okay, so we'll show that. And so, you know, in case our viewers don't know, we had to replace this gutter, right? Because the previous owner installed gutters that were non-standard and were too small of a diameter to fit every kit on the market. So we had to go and replace the gutter first before we could get the rain barrels hooked up. So that delayed this project a little bit. Okay, cool.
Okay. The diverter we bought comes in 2 parts.
Okay.
This part goes on the drain pipe above. It just slides on there so that this is sticking out below, and then you slide it, lock it in place after you put them together.
Okay, so this is the part that is facing toward the ground.
No, this is the part at the top.
No, I mean.
Oh yeah, facing down.
This part is facing down. Okay.
Yes. Then this part slides into the bottom. The snug fit. So.
Do you want help? Okay.
It should be a snug fit. You want it to be a snug fit.
Right. You don't want any water leaking.
Then you want to get it nice all the way down there.
Okay.
And then this goes, again, it's a snug fit, and it should be. It goes as far on as you can get it, and this slides there.
Okay.
Okay?
And then, oh look, you can see our house used to be blue. I wish it was blue again. I don't know why they painted it this horrible beige color, but probably because that's what was cheap. Okay. So, and then this will get flipped and facing the other way?
Doesn't matter because they're going to be on the other side of it.
Oh yeah, gotta call it.
It has a hose.
Okay.
Putting this here so I'm carrying out the ladder. What else you want to do?
I'm in my pajamas.
So?
Actually, there's a big mulberry branch here. Hold that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so here you can see it's all hooked up. And then we need to hook up the hose that goes right here. Unfortunately, the hose that came with the kit, the longest one that comes with it, is still not long enough to reach. I think it's really meant for if you have one set of barrels and they're turned the other way. So we are gonna have to figure that out now. It seems like this project has been a never-ending series of small but frustrating delays. After a trip to the hardware store, we got the parts we needed. Okay, so we have the hookup done. Do you wanna share a little bit about it?
So the original hose was not long enough, so I went and got
So can you back up? This is the longest hose that we could get with a kit, right? So I
Yes.
thought it would be long enough because they also sell one with like a 6 or 8 inch hose. So that's the longest hose that they sell, and it still didn't quite reach. So then what'd you have to do?
So I had to get an adapter to go from the 1 1/4 inch to 1 inch tube to get some tubing that would fit onto the bung here.
Okay.
Because the bung here has something that's big enough for a 1 inch hose.
Okay.
So we'd have had to adapt it anyway.
Okay.
Then I also put just this piece of wood across here so that the hose itself doesn't droop too far down, so it won't, like, you know,
Gotcha.
plug itself.
Okay.
Then I have to tighten that still.
Okay.
It fills this barrel, which then fills the barrel below it.
Okay.
And then when it gets to the top, we have to switch this hose over. We have to take over to this one.
Okay.
Which the inlet on the blue one screws off and then screws onto here. So I'll take the hose off, take the nipple off, screw the nipple on, put the hose on. And
then this system is the same as this side. So this one fills this one down here, and then oh god, that's really tight. So it fills this bottom one here. And then when all 4 of these are full, then it diverts it back to just the regular dry well that we have.
Right.
For these white rain barrels, I'm a little concerned about the algae problem, and so I'm going to be making a structure here and probably growing something up over them to shade them and reduce the risk of algae growing. Ideally, you would have blue food grade barrels because they can't grow algae.
I also do need to get a male to male thread for the hose down here.
For down there.
Because for whatever reason, this one comes with a female receptacle in most hoses. If you want to use a nozzle or a sprinkler or anything off them, they also have female on the end. You actually hook up to things, so we would not be able to put a nozzle on the end of the hose if we did that.
So a quick tip for folks, if you live in the Portland area, you may not know that you get a discount on your sewer bill if you unhook your downspouts from the sewer system. We have a dry well on the side of the property. So when our rain barrels are full, the downspout water will go back to the dry well. You also can get a discount on your sewer bill if you have a rain garden or you have a certain number of trees on your property. So check that out with the Water Bureau, I believe online. I'll put a link to that down below. Okay, Case, well, thanks for showing us the project of setting up these rain barrels. Why was it so important for us to get this done this weekend?
It's supposed to rain Monday.
Finally, it's supposed to rain. So we're excited to get them filled. I don't know how quickly these are going to fill. This is not nearly enough for us for all of the dry season, obviously. Oh, my neighbor's air conditioner's kicking on. But hopefully it will be a nice addition for watering seedlings and things like that, and maybe filling up water for the poultry and stuff. So, okay. Well, thanks, honey. Thanks for helping out. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, and we'll be back real soon. Bye-bye.